Some people swear that a fishing pole is the best way to get animals to your village. Other people will tell you to drop vines and have the cows follow you all the way home. Oh, hey, chicken! Ah! He's excited. But personally, I prefer the Animal Snatcher 3000, which is a easy to build, highly technical system of trapping animals in a fenced area, placing down floors, and flying them back home. This model also shows off its zero turning radius with these thrusters set up. Let me go ahead and jump on here, take it up in the air, and I'll show you a little bit how it operates. The Animal Snatcher 3000 rises and lowers based on balloons, so you'll want to be sure that you get your materials when you're popping them, so you don't have to keep making or tracking down new materials. So up in the air, you have a seat that commands everything from turning left and turning right. If you look over here on my back right corner and my front left corner, you'll see these two thrusters going. That is channel 1, I think. And then channel 2 is the other side. And as you can see, we are spinning in place so that we can get our ship into the perfect position to lower down on top of our animals. Now, the two thrusters in the back are also on channel 3, which allows us to move forward. And these are actually very small thrusters. And the reason why that is because if you use the bigger ones, you can't make micro transitions. You hit your button and you go flying off. There's two ways to operate this. One is to come over to your edge, drop down a stack of vines, wait for those vines to hit the floor, once they hit the floor, pop your balloon and start lowering down. And then we're going to successfully land on top of a chicken. Chicken's going to give us some eggs. Hey buddy, how's it going? You want to be my friend? You want to come back to my village? You want to make stuff for me? Can you give me feathers? Awesome. Once you get your animal into position, you're going to put down floors, making sure that you're snapping into this edge piece here. Do not snap them into the ground or you'll end up with a huge problem on your hands. Now we're just going to wait for the chicken to get to the other platform. Perfect. Now we can place this down. And now we have our chicken ready to travel back to our village and become our newest companion there. Now I'm going to knock this fence out. I'm going to jump over the railing. And now I'm going to replace it. One thing though, you guys can tell, it is a little on the noisy side. So you might want to turn down your volume settings for this, which is what I like to do and what I prefer to do, so that I don't have to listen to all that horrible noise. We're going to go ahead and throw down two big balloons on here. That's going to get us up in the air, get us high enough, and now we're going to be able to find our village and head over to it. Once we get over our village, we're going to want to very gently pop some of these balloons and get our resources. We don't want to pop everything at once. We want to come down nice and easy so that we don't break any floors or destroy the ship. Perfect. We're going to come over here. We're going to knock down this fence. Hey buddy, how's it going? Come here, I need to feed you. Now we're gonna feed him. A little bit on the panicky side because it's nighttime. Definitely would recommend doing this in the daytime so you don't actually get a despawn or anything like that. Now we can knock this gate out. Make sure you don't hit your animal. And then we're gonna run over here. We're gonna find our chicken, and we're gonna assign our chicken to this barn. There we go. Chewbacca, welcome to your new home. Now what we're going to do is we're going to knock this out and get Chewbacca out of there. There you go, little buddy. Live long and prosper. Oh, wait a second. Never mind. Oh, yeah, wrong series. May the Force be with you. Oops, sorry about that, guys. All right, so we're going to rebuild most of this fence. We need to get this thing down. I definitely recommend carrying a crossbow on you. That's going to help you. And now we're going to get in here. We're going to knock out the rest of these floors. As you can see, they definitely want to be easy when you're coming down because the floors can break. So that is one way to use the Animal Snatcher 3000. Now we're going to get back up here. And we can now put our balloons on. One large balloon will get you up in the air. Once you've gotten rid of all your floors down there, we're going to go ahead and put a fence in here. And so that was one way that you can use the animal snatcher. The other way that you can use it is this way. Let me find an animal. All right, so we're just traveling around. We see, oh, look, some cows down there. And let's say we don't want to just risk it, drop down. We want a little bit of a sure way to do this. So we're going to go ahead and lower it all the way down to the ground. Once it gets down to the ground like this, now we're going to pop these balloons back here. And then we're going to come up front and we're going to place down a balloon and another balloon. And then one more right there, and it should raise it up into the air. Now to do this method, you definitely are going to have a crossbow. We're going to come here right into the middle section. We're going to drop some vines. And then we're going to wait for this cow. Oh, look, he's already excited. Yum, yum, yum. Now we're going to shoot this balloon off. And then it's going to come down, landing right on top of the animal that you're wishing to retrieve. Now we're going to do the same thing. We're going to put our floors in, making sure that we're attached to the edges and not the ground. And now we've got all 4 of our floors in place, and now we're ready to head back. So these are the 2 ways that you can use the Animal Snatcher 3000 to get any animals that you want to bring back to your village. Now let me show you how to build it. Super easy design. All right, so building the Animal Snatcher, you're gonna go ahead and place down 2 4x4x2 blocks like this. You're gonna grab any floor that is 16 by 2 by 1. It doesn't have to be Anarchy Acres. It can be any color or any set that you want. If you want to make it your ship a certain color, feel free to customize the build at this point. So just be sure you're using the same size pieces that I'm using. We're going to grab a 2x2x6 rustic interior half wall like this. And basically we're going to fill this in, making a square. Oh, look at this. They love it so much they want to be a part of it. Awesome. Stay right there. I'll catch you in a second. Okay, so far your build should look like this. And so for this one, we're going to use the half noble railing. You could use the medieval railing, whatever half railings that you have. We're going to bring it in here and we're going to get it to latch right here on this corner post. And then we're going to repeat this on all the other sides. This is what it should look like up to this point. Now we're going to grab our floors. We're going to turn this floor down. We're going to bring it over. It's going to be right there flush with the bottom of the railing. And it's going to go in. So it should all line up perfectly together. And your board should be one stud over to the inside. Now we're going to repeat that down here. Once you get that in, you're going to put your board here and then turn it sideways like this. That will put the board right in the middle. Then we're going to put down that so it's connecting from there to there. Now this is very important. If you don't make this wide enough, you will fall off when you get out of your seat. So be sure you fill this in all the way over to the edge like that. You'll have just a little gap like that there. And now we're going to repeat it on this side like that. Now we're going to grab our rustic stair and we're going to put one back here. And you can put one up front if you like. It may be a smart thing for you to do because it will allow you to get onto your ship, maybe in awkward positions. You're just going to have to kind of bring it out just a little bit to get it into the location that you need it. Now we're going to grab some railing that is a 1x16x2. And we're just going to put this around on both sides like this. And you're going to want to go too high because for some reason, animals can jump over fences in this game. I feel like they're programmed to do it, honestly. I don't think there's a fence an animal in this game hasn't seen that it doesn't want to jump over. All right, now we need to come up here and put a seat down. And personally, I like to put my seat just a little bit forward so that I can place that middle balloon right here when lifting this thing up in the air. But now that you have the seat down, you can now grab your little balloons. And if you want to, just test this out. Make sure that you're getting off onto the wood floors and not being thrown off. Because I'll tell you what, there's nothing more frustrating than being in the air, getting off your seat, having your perfect shot lined up to grab the animal you've been looking for. And the next thing you know, you're falling down to your death if you don't have a hang glider, or just falling down and having to retrieve your vehicle. So once you got this set up like this, then you're going to come down here, knock out this stair, and now you can knock out this block. And after doing that, now we're going to add our thrusters. It's going to be small thrusters. You're going to put 2 back here. These thrusters are going to be our propulsion, pushing us forward, and they're going to be used to turn us. So let me show you how to set these up. So you can do that 0-point turn. All right, so now we have our thrusters up here. We're going to come over to this one, and we're going to set this one to 1. And now we're going to go to the opposite back corner. And we're going to set this one to 1, and we're going to leave it on 3. And then this one is going to be 2. And then we're going to go back to the back again. And we're going to set this one to 2 and 3. So now we have 1 gives us a turn, 2 gives us a turn, and 3 pushes us forward. You can just test that out. Perfect. And then this. Perfect. And last one. Perfect. Awesome. And so there we go. Now all we have to do is slap down a large balloon. Or, you know, if you want to, use small balloons to not go quite as high in the air. You could also do that. You could put down like 3 small balloons. And that's going to allow you to be just a little bit lower and give you a little more control on lowering down to the earth. But that really is going to come down to kind of personal preference and what you prefer to do. For me, I like using the large balloon because it just gets you up there. So if you enjoyed this video, and if this video helps you to get animals to your village, to use them to gather all the great resources that you can get from feeding them, please do me a big favor and hit that like button, and be sure to subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. And as always, by God's grace, have a great day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!